99.5 WYCD. We're live with Josh Gracin.
What's going on?
Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Well, is this like your 8 billionth hoedown? What is this, man?
This is the 6th one for me, and the 5th headlining, or the 5th one and the 4th headlining, something like that.
What's it like to headline a hoedown? I mean, that's huge, right? Every artist looks forward to something like that.
It's great. See, my band members, all my band members, this is their first time doing the hoedown because I got a new band.
Sure.
And they actually thought there was going to be hose down all over the floor, and they were kind of disappointed about that. But you know, I love coming here every time because this is my home. This is where I grew up. This is where Tim Roberts, everybody at WYCD has been amazing to me, always been amazing to me, and it's always great to be able to come back here and get asked to do this and to participate in it. It's an amazing thing for me.
Because you're from here, you have some history with, you know, some of the people that work here, I guess, at WYCD. Now, this is a rumor. Dr. Don told me he did more push-ups than you the last time you guys met. Is that a fact?
Oh, you can't believe anything he says. Just ask Grunwald wherever he's at. I'm surprised Grunwald ain't finding a way to get into this interview right now.
True, very true. The question is then, you know, you're a military man. Getting out of that and going into in music and all that, how do you stay in shape now? I mean, do you chase around the daughters? Do you do the push-ups? Do you do what do you do to stay in shape?
See me, I'm not in shape very well right now. I fluctuate a lot. But you know what's funny is like
barbecue sometimes.
Exactly. Sometimes barbecue, sometimes pushing away from the table.
I hear
no, it's like what's funny is a lot of guys will go out, a lot of skinny guys, I should say, will go out on the road and they'll gain a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Because they'll eat like a lot of bad stuff. Well, me, it's quite the opposite. When I go on the road, I actually lose weight. When I go home, I gain weight because I got 4 kids. So all the Twinkies and the Ding Dongs and the brownies and everything are there to, you know, your constant call. So
last time I saw you, you actually invited me on your tour bus and offered me a bowl of Fruit Loops.
Yes.
This is a true story. And I'm talking about, you know, the mini box of Fruit Loops that your mom gives you when you're like 13, you go on a motorhome. He has that on his bus and rocked it out.
We upgraded to the full size now.
Oh, you got full size
yeah,
now.
we got full size box of Golden
I got
Grams.
gypped then with the Fruit
Yeah,
Loops. I got half a glass.
You did. I think I had a different tour manager at the time.
I love it. So you live in Nashville now.
I do. I live in Nashville.
From
yes.
here in Michigan. You
Yes.
live in Nashville. If you could bring one thing from Michigan to Nashville, not necessarily food or whatever, one thing from Michigan to Nashville, what would it be and why?
Honestly?
Absolutely.
Honestly, and this is not like no bull, like pull and chain or anything. I would
Sure.
bring this station to Nashville, tell you that.
We appreciate that.
Honest to God, because like I said, this station is one of the major reasons why things have gone so well for me in country music, and this station needs to be down in Nashville and change things up a little bit. Plus, I bring all my sports teams from up here to down there.
I love it. Love that. What about vice versa? You know, you've lived in Nashville for a while now. You come back up here, and of course, you know, other than the sunshine, you want some more of that up here. Up here, what would you bring from Nashville?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, I love it here. I wouldn't change a thing here. The people, everything. It's 2 different kinds. It's 2 different dynamics. I mean, I love it in Nashville. It's a great place to raise kids and everything else like that, especially where we're at. But it's just, you know, it's 2 different areas, 2 different whole like levels of growing up. I loved my 20 years of growing up here.
Let's talk about the 20 years of growing up in Michigan. I want to know your favorite moment, and not just, you know, I love Michigan summers. I want to know making out with so-and-so behind Walmart. I want to know your favorite Michigan moment growing up. What's the dirty details people don't know?
Well, I'll give you something. I actually, me and my wife, we're high school sweethearts. We've been dating for a long time, since we were 16. And my parents didn't approve of that at all, being the only child. And my whole senior year, they did everything they could to ground me for every little thing. And I never was a trouble kid, never got in trouble.
Sure.
They tried to ground me the whole time, and I had my friends stay the night. What's funny is they would ground me, but it would never be from my friends. It would always be from my girlfriend, my wife now at the time. And so I got fed up, and I snuck out the house one night with the bike and thought I was clever because I didn't get caught. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Came back at about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning before everybody was up. Went to sleep. Went to school, all that other stuff, came back, and my dad sat me down at the table, and he was laughing at me. And I was like, well, what are you laughing at me? He goes, so you thought you were pretty slick there, going out at night. I said,
Your
what are you
heart
talking
drops
about?
immediately.
It
You're
does.
Like, oh,
it does. And he goes, well, good thing you snuck out of the house. No one heard you, but you think you would have been smart enough not to pedal across the wet grass so you can see the bike marks through the wet grass. That's how I got me.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's a great story.
So, like I said, I was never a kid that really got in any kind of trouble or anything like that. So there's no dirt stories or anything else like that.
So
but
now, you have kids now. How many
do.
kids do you have?
I have 4.
3 daughters? Is
3
that right?
daughters and a boy. Yeah.
So let's go forward in time a little bit, and let's imagine those daughters. So they're teenagers, and they're sort of around the same situation. And the boys come around. What does Josh Gracin do? Does he pull a 9 out on them, or what does he do?
No, I send my son out to go after him.
You send the son.
Yeah.
He's got to be the protector.
He is. He's only 4.
Take care of this.
He's only 4 years younger than the oldest, and he's the second oldest, so he'll still be able to take care of business.
Do you have to have a conversation, though? Do you have to sit him down and go, listen, here's what I need you to do when the boys come around. I don't know, watch a couple Karate Kid movies. Maybe we do that little rolly thing and figure this out.
Now, he knows. He's already in training. He knows when we're out somewhere at the playground or something like that and some kids mess with his sisters, he takes care of business. He gets it done. That and my 2-year-old, who's a tank also. She don't take no crap either. She gets it done as well.
She won't let it happen.
No.
Let's talk about the new music. Where can people find it? What's it going to be like? I hear that you're going to do something a little different with a Motown spin.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. Well, the label was nice enough to let me co-produce the album with my best friend and former drummer Kevin Murphy. Sure. And they also let me write everything on the album. And so it was the first time really getting into a project and writing. And I found out that a lot of my writing has a lot of R&B and Motown influence, but
Sure.
it's still country. And
Sure.
so it was like a different kind of sound. It's when you hear the album back, it's totally new sound. It's nothing like that's on the radio in any genre right now. So we thought that it would be kind of cool if we did a version of a song that we could give to country radio and give to mainstream. Sure. Considering I was on Idol. It astounded me. I spent like 3 days on Facebook looking through the friends on Facebook, and when I clicked their music interests, just to see that most of them were not in the country genre,
Sure.
It was like, well, how do I get all these people in contact with me again, pull them over to country music, and the only way to do that is putting a song out there on the stations that they listen to. So that's what we're doing right now.
I've noticed
I'm really
too,
excited
you
about
respond to just about everybody on Facebook and Twitter and all
I
that.
do.
That's
try.
you, right? I mean, that's not someone
it is
else
me.
sitting there. That is you.
That is me. The wife gets really mad, but it's me. Yes.
That's very, very cool.
Yes.
Let's talk about this song, "Make It Rain."
Yes.
What's the deal with this? You gave someone a chance like you had on Idol, right?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
The song's called "Only When It Rains," and it was the Make It Rain contest. And after the recording was done, and I was listening back to the album, I thought it'd be really cool to be a duet. And instead of going after an artist in Nashville or another genre, we thought it'd be cool to kind of give somebody the same chance I had when I was on Idol. So we did this whole contest thing, and Shayla Brown, she knocked it out of the park, and,
Sure.
and it was a lot of fun. And I'm excited for people to hear the new version when the album comes out.
I'm excited to hear it too. She actually played here at the Hoedown.
Yes.
She was fantastic so far. What was it like being basically the Simon Cowell, I guess, of this contest, right? I mean, did you have final say and decide, okay, this is the girl I want to sing with? How did that go? How did that process go?
I helped narrow it down, and then I was on the road, and they picked the ones out of what we narrowed it down to. So it was actually a pretty lengthy process.
You didn't pull a Simon and call them up and tell them that they were horrible or that their hair was horrible or something like that?
I didn't. I would. I mean, I'm not.
I will right now. Actually, I have a list. I'm going to call them all and tell them what was wrong with them.
You gotta understand. I was raised with 4 sisters, so I'm brutally honest. I mean, there's no reason to not say the truth.
Sure, absolutely. I love it. Very cool. Well, check out Josh Gracin's music on iTunes. He's got this new Motown sounding album coming out that I am really excited to hear myself. And, of course, he's going to close down Saturday night at the Downtown Hoedown. Give it up for Josh Gracin!